My child constantly needs my attention. This is something that I hear over and over and over again with my clients, and it is obviously very common. So here's the thing. If you have a child who, let's say, gets home from daycare or school and is still raring to go, they likely are more extroverted. So they fill up and they energize by being around other people and in other people's energies. So for us as parents, if we've had a long day, we've been doing things, we are working, whatever that might be, we typically start to get tired. And so when our child comes home kind of ready to one of my clients said you need to be Thor, mommy, and I'm going to be Thanos. Like we're talking about major Marvel action kinds of activity. What do we do, right? What do we do? Because we need rest, or maybe we need to go and cook some dinner, or whatever that might be. We may not have the energy or the time in that moment to continuously spend time with our child. So one simple solution, more play dates. Now that we are starting to come back to sort of a slightly more normal, hopefully, we can build in some more play dates. But obviously that's not doable every single day. So what can we do? So in that moment, what I want you to do when your child is so excited, I want you to match their fascination and their excitement in that moment, just for a moment, right? So I need you to be able to take a breath, recognize and see this child with beauty and fascination at their energy level. And then I want you to be able to approach them, come right down to their level and say, oh my God, I'm so excited. This sounds really, really fun. I can't wait to be Thor and play with you. And right now, very important to clarify, and right now, mommy just needs to, or daddy just needs to go and do X, Y, or Z. In 20 minutes, I'm going to come back and we're going to do that. In the meantime, I would like you to do whatever that might look like. So if they're very, very excited, sitting and watching a show probably won't work, and unless it's an interactive show. So I love Splash and Boots, from the Big Heart Journey. And of course, there's things like the Wiggles. These are all musical things. In my day, when my kids were little, it was Dora. So they would kind of stand up and engage with Dora, which was really fun. Now, obviously, that depends on the age of your child. So see if there's something like that can occupy them. I prefer you not to occupy them with a screen, as in a tablet or something, because that's a little bit harder to remove them from. But on the other hand, if you need to, that's okay, because you're going to be returning and playing the game that they really wanted to play. So we can set timers, we can do different things to help them know how long it's going to be. Now let's say you actually cannot do it in 20 minutes. It's not enough rest time, or it's not enough time to get what you needed to get done. Then we can let them know still when we're going to do this with them. Maybe it's tomorrow. And then we still need to give them a redirect that will work for them. So what I'm inviting you to do is sit down at some point creatively with your partner or with someone and think about what options we could come up with in the moment. Because if you try and do it in the moment, you're not going to be able to have your creative mind thinking. So when you're calm, take a moment and then allow yourself to think up some options so that you have some alternatives for them. So quick recap. If your child is demanding your attention and you just don't have the energy or the time in that moment, number one, let them know you hear them. Get right down with them and say, hey, I get it. This sounds so excited, and match their excitement, right? And their enthusiasm. Number two, then say, and right now I need to be going to do this. We're not even saying I can't. We're just going to say, and I need to go do this right now. And I'm coming back at, and then promise them when you're coming back, and then follow through with that. In the meantime, number four is like, I'm going to sit you down and we're going to do this, or I'm going to set this up for you, so that you're giving them an option, right? We can't leave a child hanging. And with that, they still may be a little bit distressed. However, they'll accept it if you're coming into this with a understanding energy, right? They just want to know you get it. They can handle the no as long as we're not getting tense about saying no. Thanks so much.